Namaskar, good afternoon. Embassy of India, Addis Ababa welcomes you in this online office yoga session. We have been practicing office yoga in which we tone up our muscles, we mobilize our joints and develop the immunity through pranayama. Because nowadays it's the time of coronavirus, so we should develop our immunity as far as possible, and yoga helps a lot in boosting the immunity and developing the energy level. So to start with, kindly sit in Gyan Mudra, index finger and thumb together, wrist resting on the knees, spine, head and neck straight, eyes gently closed. Inhale deeply and start humming 3 times. Please open your eyes. So we'll start with the asanas in sitting condition on the chair. First is Tadasana while sitting. Make the grip, interlock the fingers and stretch your arms upward 90 degree. Stretch as far as possible and try to take your arms behind your ears. Your spine is totally action oriented. There is a full traction in the spine. Breathe normally. Stay there for a few moments. You will feel complete stretch in your shoulder joints and complete stretch in your muscles. Slowly come back. Those who are having shoulder problem like frozen shoulder or something, they should raise up to the level, right? Like if they can raise up to this level, fine. This level, fine. Then further, slowly, and they can raise their hands with the support of wall. I will show you when we will do the standing exercises. Now make the grip like this and bend your fingers and grip it and stretch your arms, your elbows outwardly. Stretch, very good. Stretch. Feel the stretch, feel the impact on your shoulder joint. Come back. Now hold the right arm with your left hand and pull it toward the left side. Come back. Hold the left hand with the right hand and pull it toward the right side. Come back. Now raise your hands up and from the upper side hold your right elbow, right upper arm and pull it toward the left side. come back. Now hold your left upper arm and pull it towards the right side. Come back. Now rotation of the shoulders. Place the fingers jointly on the on the shoulders and combine the elbows from front. Rotate the elbows, inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down. Now reverse movement, inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down. Now neck movements. A word of caution: those having cervical spondylitis, they should not bend their head forward. First, neck muscles, neck joint flexibility exercises. Inhaling, raise your chin up. Exhaling, chin down. Inhaling, chin up. Exhaling, chin down. Inhaling, come to center. And now inhale and exhaling, turn to right. Inhaling, come to center. Exhaling, turn to left. Inhaling, come to center. Exhaling, turn to right. Inhaling, come to center. Exhaling, turn to left. Inhaling, come to center. Now with the right hand, hold the head and pull it towards the right side. Come back. With the left hand, hold the head and pull it towards the left side. Come back. Now exhaling, head down, and inhaling, rotate the head clockwise. Come back. Now reverse anti-clockwise. So come back. Now these were the neck joint flexibility exercises. Now we are going to do neck muscles strengthening exercise. Make the grip and put it on the forehead. Push your head forward. Come back. Place the grip behind the head and push your head backward. Feel the impact on your neck joint. Come back. Place your right hand on right side. Push your head toward the right side. Come back. Place your left hand on left side and push your head left side. Come back. Place your hands below the jaw and push your jaw upward. Come back. Place your fist in between the chin and the neck pit. Push your chin downward. Come back. Now there is another exercise for shoulders. I will show you from this side. Make the grip and place raise your arms up like this. If you are able to do it, gradually raise, and with the practice you will be able to raise up to 90 degree. and feel impact on your shoulder joint. Come back. Now exercise to the lower body. Stretch your legs forward and pull your toes inward. Feel the impact on your calf muscles, knee joint, ankle joint, and thigh muscles. Push your toes downward. Pull your toes inward. Push your toes downward. Now rotate the foot clockwise. Anti-clockwise. Come back. Now place the legs one over another and press them against each other. Change the legs and again press them against each other. Come back. Now push your knees inward like this and feel the impact on your knee joint and shoulder joint. Come back. Now place your hands inside and pull the knees outward. Come back. Now standing exercises. Stand up please. Suppose you are doing with the chair. Okay. First, Ardha Chakrasana, half wheel posture. Place the hands on your waist, fingers pointing downward. Spread the legs and inhaling, bend your back backward. Breathe normally. Slowly. Come back. Now one twist. This is called Kati Chakrasana. Spread your legs. Raise your arms forward and inhale and exhaling, bend toward the right. Stay there for a few moments with normal breathing. Inhaling, come back. Exhaling, turn towards left. Inhaling, come back to center, hands down. Now, forward bend, that is Uttanasana with the help of chair. Okay, stand up apart from your chair and hold the backrest like this and bend down, yes, up to the 90 degree. Breathe normally, keep your knees straight. Stay there for a few moments. Slowly. Come back. Now, pranayama. Breathing exercises. Today we will practice Bhastrika Pranayama, bellow breathing. But before that, deep breathing. Sit straight, eyes closed, sit in Jnana Mudra. First, start with the belly breathing, abdominal breathing. Inhale deeply, build your belly. Exhale, come back. Now, thoracic breathing, chest breathing. Inhale, expand your chest. Exhale, come back, contract the chest. And then shoulder breathing, that is clavicular breathing. Inhale, raise your shoulders up. Exhale, down. Now combining all these three together is a full yogic breathing. Inhale, and first start belly breathing, followed by chest breathing, followed by clavicular breathing. Exhale, contract the shoulders, chest and abdomen. Inhale deeply, abdominal breathing followed by thoracic breathing and clavicular breathing. Exhale. Again, inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. This way we practice deep breathing. Deep breathing has got immense benefits. A lot of oxygen is available for our internal systems, especially circulatory system and respiratory systems. More oxygenation of the blood and more purification of the blood. So our energy level is enhanced. Now, today we will practice Bhastrika Pranayama, bellow breathing. Like blacksmith, when he fires the instrument and molds the iron in whatever way and with the beating, so from that bellow breathing, this concept of Bhastrika Pranayama. Okay, we will do with mild strokes first. Inhale, raise the hands. Exhaling, hands down. Inhale up. Exhaling down. So first is mild level, then medium level, then maximum level. Okay. Today we will do with a mild speed and mild force. This Bhastrika with the mild force, mild speed can also be done by the person suffering from hypertension and cardiac issues. But the medium force and the maximum force, that is prohibited for them. Inhale. Come back. Initially we will practice only with the 30 to 50 strokes, and gradually we increase up to 100 strokes, but with the relaxation in between. Take a pause, breathe normally, and after 50 strokes then you do another round of 50 strokes. Now Anulom Vilom Pranayama. Left hand in Gyar Mudra, right hand in Nasagra Mudra. Bend first two fingers and place your hands on your nostril. Thumb blocking the right nostril, and inhale through left. Exhale through right. Inhale through right. Exhale through left. Inhale through left. Exhale through right. Inhale through right. Exhale through left. Inhale through left. Exhale through right. Inhale through right. Exhale through left. Please conclude Anulom Viloom Pranayama. Bhramari Pranayama. Block your eyes with the first two fingers and ring finger below the nose, little finger besides the lips, and plug the ears with the tips of the thumbs. And turn your tongue backward to touch the soft palate at the back, and inhale start humming 3 times. Come back, sit in Gyan Mudra. Visualize your body. Bring your awareness to your legs. Feel relaxation to the legs. Bring your awareness to your abdomen. Feel relaxation to your abdomen. Bring awareness to your spine. Feel relaxation to your spine. Bring your awareness to your both arms. Relax your arms. Visualize your chest. Relax your chest. Visualize your head and various sensory organs, eyes, ears, nose, mouth. Relax your head. Relax your complete body as a whole. Concentrate over your breathing. Inhale deeply and start humming 3 times. the folded hands. Pray to the Almighty for our health, happiness, peace and contentment in our life. Let yoga be our part of life. Let us live a healthy way of life through yoga. I hope you have enjoyed this session. Along with the yoga practice, kindly take care of the nutritious and healthy diet. Diet is very important, because whatever we eat, our mindset is also converted according to that. So in Indian philosophy, there is a concept of hitabuk, ritabuk and vitabuk. Hitabuk means the things which are suitable to you, you should eat that. Mitabuk means eat less, and ritabuk means eat according to the season. Don't eat anything which is in cold storage or which is not natural, not fresh. So hitabuk, mitabuk and ritabuk. And there is a methodology of eating. Eat slowly, chewing completely so that it is liquidified, and then you swallow it. You eat only when you feel hungry, and don't take water 1 hour before and 1 hour after you eat, because when you feel hungry, lot of enzymes and juices they secrete and they are available for your stomach, and the Jatragni is ignited. So if you drink water just before the eating, that Jatragni, that fire get extinguished. So please don't do that. And after the eating, you should wait at least for 1 hour or 1.5 hours, because when you eat, the concentrated food is in the process of digestion. If you add water into that, it becomes dilute, and that takes more time in digestion. So this is we will have separate session on fooding, how to eat, what to eat, and when to eat, like that. So see you tomorrow. Till then, namaste. Stay fit, stay healthy, stay blessed. Thank you.